Well, we are going to be jumping into the third map of this best of 3 series. It is going to be Vertigo, and James and Selma will be guiding you on through the action.
Right then, let's see who takes the deciding map of this series. The knife round is about to begin. Let's look at the juicy knives.
Any favorites?
Nice purple Huntsman. I unboxed the Huntsman a week ago. I just put it on the market today. A Phase 2 Doppler. Okay. I don't know what Phase 2 means. I don't know what any of the phases are. You know, I only do emeralds and sapphires over here.
Okay.
But it's worth like 260 quid, 250 quid on the Steam market.
Solid.
So somebody buy it so I can open some more boxes. You know, I think it was, I want to say it was Brokey or Brolan, one of them, who opened a ruby butterfly knife, and it triggered me into ordering 350 Spectrum 2 cases, of which I got that Huntsman Phase 2 and then one other crappy Huntsman knife.
Wait, you got 2 Huntsman knives?
Yeah, from 350 cases.
Holy smokes.
So it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No.
I mean, you got 2 knives, but I don't think they covered the cost and keys.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, don't be like me.
Yeah, don't be like Bardolph in this case, guys.
Get the knife in the first case.
Well, you know one thing that these 2 teams share, Bardolph, going into this last map?
What do they share?
They both love to ride ponies.
God damn.
They both beat Double Pony on this map, this tournament. And Big went one further. They've played Vertigo twice. They beat Sprout as well in overtime on this map. So Astralis only played it the once, and they beat Double Pony. So both of these teams, let's say, are looking sharp on Vertigo. Sharpish.
Yeah, Big now with a significant advantage heading into this A bomb site. 5 versus 2. Smokes are up as usual, and here comes the bomb plant. I would like to see a design of this map. I was going to say a design of this map where you don't need smokes to plant the bomb, but then it can be different to the other maps in its requirement, more or less, of needing smokes to plant the bomb, as long as it's compelling, you know? So maybe it.
What do you mean? What do you mean about needing smokes? I mean, it's the same thing as like dust to a site. You need smokes to cross, or you're never getting across, right? So is it the same idea?
Oh, to cross CT spawn.
Yeah, right. Isn't it kind of the same concept?
Well, there are smokes involved, so it's the same in that respect. But I think that I don't think it's the same.
You don't think it's the same?
I think there's more play. There's still more play around them on Dust 2, CT's flashing through and so on than we see on Vertigo A.
Well, okay then. I mean, to be fair, Vertigo, it's still the quest to find middle, or, you know, the middle part of the map and to actually use it for most T-sides. I mean, they found it and they realized that, you know, they thought it was a gold ring. In fact, no, it was bronze or brass, you know, polished up. The real gold ring is over on A ramp. And so they just go A ramp every round, as we're seeing now. Bomb is still kind of chilling out back in T-spawn, but Xantares and Searson showing some presence here towards A ramp, just making sure that they're going to try and clear out some of these angles as the smokes clear. We'll get into that meta.
I'm very interested to see where these 4 grenades of Astralis will go. It feels like they may be waiting for some confirmation as to the position of Big to deploy them, because this is the one I'm expecting from them. Well, actually one of them. Okay, moves into something else. Second attempt.
Were you hoping that they were going to try and deny the bomb plant with them?
I thought they'd be throwing a HE towards the short position once they knew that Big had possession of it. But he went for some more aggressive ones. And there's a re-smoke being lined up. So how did Big push the site without having control of short? I think that is a question. Well, that's maybe one answer. Xantares getting off to a good start, popping Magisk. 42 seconds as they look to round the bomb site itself. I like the approach we're seeing here. Again, smokes are up, bomb is planted, and numbers very much dwindling. This HE could be beautiful from the pre. Avoided.
Barely.
He's trying to get the 1v1 now. Two of these three players are extremely tagged. They know exactly where Dupree is. But they just need to frag him out. Manages to get around the corner. 1 HP, Dupree. And I don't know that they'll do too much chasing.
No, not and risk the Gleals. Definitely not. No reason to go for that. You can just back off, save these Gleals, make sure that Tabson gets out of range of the bomb. Keto as well should be just, hightailing it out of there. And everybody else, everybody's going to survive. So Dupree was far enough away. He'll keep that Deagle Kevlar going into the next round. And this was Searson just kind of running and gunning with that MAC-10. It's what it's supposed to do. What it is good for. Dupree, I would love to see more Deagle headshots from Dupree. He is definitely one of the more dangerous Deagle players in CSGO. And he's also the top-rated player for Astralis by a fair margin going into this tournament. 1.0 rating right now as it stands. 1.10 rating. Him and Zanteris essentially just going toe-to-toe right now as far as the firepower is concerned for Big. But what is essentially a hard eco coming together here for Astralis. USPs at Deagle on Bubs. And some patient play from the Danes.
All the ambient sounds, I would love to know where they source them. But I don't think it's the kind of thing they would share too much.
Why is that?
Because other, competing developers and so on could use them for different games, like maybe inspire them. Like all the sounds in the game, for example, all the updated sounds, where they sourced them from and what the process was, what they were looking for. Well, Astralis still looking for something in this round. Dupree's had this flash since the beginning. There's a man advantage now made even better as Glaive picks off Santares. Tizian finds himself in a 1 versus 3, easily deals with the first one, looking to drop a smoke and give himself some space, or at least an angle to spray the bomb. Not sure if they'll find him in time here. You can see Dupree is searching just around the corner now. Well, I think he's done enough to stop the bomb from being defused, and I don't know that Magisk makes it out of here.
Ooh, I think he does. He's going to save that AK as well. That's mega. That's actually best case scenario there for Astralis. All things given. A hard eco. You killed everybody on Big, and you get out of there with an AK. Okay, fair enough. Can feel good about that. This was sick from Glaive. Just all over the place this round. Chaos. But still, a 1 round as far as Big are concerned. 3-0 for them now on their T side.
The good thing for Astralis is that if they win this round, because of how expensive that one is, they have some relief in that Big will be in eco territory or force buy territory. So that really makes a difference. You start 0-3 on the CT side, and often the Ts will have a full buy in the hole, so you have repeated pressure across multiple rounds to try and stabilize early, but they've done a lot to impact that if they can win this round. There's a wild swing from Magisk through the smoke, but Tizian's ready for it. Magisk will live in regret, maybe looking to combine with another player by connector or something, but to no avail on this occasion. So there'll be an early 5 versus 4 for Big Clan.
Dupree's already rotated over towards his B side as well, but he's got Bubsky here to help him. He's not all by his lonesome. So the defense should be fairly dangerous. Dupree spotted him. Oh, gets obliterated. What a shot from Keto. That is a marvelous result, and Bubsky, unfortunately for him, just completely gives away the element of surprise. Might have been able to have an impact there, but the shots give away his position, and Glaive and Zipnik's now the last 2 alive for Astralis, looking to save these guns. Big just kind of merrily strolled up onto that B site.
Very important response from Big Clan again there. This was an opportunistic round for Astralis, but didn't start well with the swing through the smoke from Magisk. I'm not sure what prompted that. I would imagine in many cases with a swing like that, you're expecting some other teammates, like a double or triple peek. You're expecting people to swing with you. Not the case on this occasion, so looks kind of weird when he just swings out through the smoke and dies alone. Doesn't get any better for Astralis after that, and they missed that opportunity to put Big in eco and find their first round. In that respect, it never really felt like they were in this round. You can see it again, just emerging from the smoke, but there's no one else to peek. Didn't try to peek like behind the smoke or anything, just ran through the smoke and got deleted in mid. So that looked very weird, and I can't imagine that was the intention of Astralis there, but here we are, 0-4. Big now in a good position as they will start off their beginning of their 5th round with heavy presence towards A. With what Astralis saves, they have managed to buy around it. Of course, they are at maximum loss bonus now. So they're getting maximum cash for losing rounds.
They are some of the highest paid players in CSGO, yes. Decision, though. Looking to take point here, trying to create some room. Looking for any kind of gimmicks thrown into the mix by Astralis. Nice HE on Decision. That is not what he was looking for. But Astralis do a good job of rebuffing the offense, at least for now. Xantares making a lot of noise over here, trying to keep this defense locked in place. Astralis having to play a bit conservatively, cannot overly rotate off. And Keto and Tabson making some noise over here towards B, so maximum misdirection here from Big, really trying to throw Astralis for a loop on this defense. Do they have a Molotov for the sandbags? They do have a Molotov for the sandbags. Ooh. Don't need it. Oh, wow, anyway. I like that. Searson thinks it's a bait.
Yeah, just in case. See Zipex trying to make something of this now with the M4, holding onto that short position. We can see a resurgence there. Glaive is on the way. He's being waited for by Xantares, contained, stopping the flankers. They look to plant a bomb. They've got 18 seconds to do it, and Glaive is still in position. Moving forward now, moving beyond Xantares' angle. We'll see if he chooses to swing. The crab walk instead, and he is dealt with. Astralis having a really rough time of things on this CT side. Big just dismantling them one piece after another. Dupree on the Portapuis now. I actually tweeted CSGO about this earlier. They did make a change some years ago where if you're in the Portapui and you close the door, it shows as engaged. But since then, no one ever goes in there. I think it would be fun to have them usable once again. So hopefully it'll change them so the Portapuis become somewhat anonymous once again, or uncertain.
Uncertain if they're in there or not.
Let's get some poop variants.
Ooh, nice Dupree. Low impact kills, but still. It's a 5-0 situation in favor of Big Clan now. And this is going to put Astralis in that awkward scenario. I think they should have just... No, I think they have to go Deagle Kevlar this round. I don't think they can fully invest into this. It's that awkward spot where you're at, around 3,500, 4,000. It's just not enough. So we'll get some Deagles, we'll get some nades, and we'll see what Dupree is capable of here with his AK. He was taking a quick peek here, yep, towards B main. Just to see if you could catch anybody out. And him and Glaive actually gonna buddy up here. Nice swing and a hit. Well done, Dupree. Man advantage now, but Xantares takes his teammate on the other side.
Yeah, that may not be enough for Astralis to find their first round. Tizian makes his way down the ladder as Dupree rotates that AK-47. 2 AKs now in the hands of Astralis, and they could be a difference maker. They're struggling with the M4s. That annoying smoke grenade once again, but as we can see, Tabson's already ahead of it. Pulling out a grenade at the wrong time, though, spotted by Magis. Things go from bad to worse now. One of the AKs is dropped, and Tizian's looking to do more. We can see Magis just hiding behind the site, but he'll hide no more. He has been deleted.
Stressing me out there, Tizian. Every time I think the player's just going to go a bit too far and just slip right off the edge.
Bubsky now 1 versus 3. The trades are here for Big. They'll be patient, and it will pay off for them. 6-0 for Big. 5 explosions and 1 by elimination.
Looking very good on this T side. And this is, we're going to get a tactical timeout, not from Astralis, but from Big going into this next round. So that's an actually interesting development. Fully expected the Danes to want to call the timeout, considering this is the big buy round that they saved up for. But Tabson clearly feeling good about the situation and getting the team fired up as he does. He is the in-game leader. So a lot of talking going on, and now we get to see what is going to happen next year as Tabson has his Krieg, as always. Searson with the AWP, Bubsky going for the AWP. So I'm guessing Either he's going to be having that mid for some aggro, or he's going to be just anchoring B with it.
HyperX not on the scoreboard just yet on his CT side. Has picked up the AUG for round number 7. Maybe that'll be the difference maker for him. Some spray through the top of the smoke, and k1to goes straight through it again. Make sure there's nothing crazy happening, making sure that Astralis don't have too much information towards B. Making it costly at the very least. Tabson holding a flashbang for his teammate. Tiziano with a dry swing there.
Why doesn't he flash? Why doesn't he wait for the flash? That is so weird.
Maybe looking for it more towards connector.
Oh, this is going to cost them now. Dupree's going to push through. Nicely done by Tabson. Keeping his cool. 4 on 4. And they know the op is there as well, so a little bit of information gained, and it's looking like this may be enough for Big to start making the play towards B. Glaive's still alive to anchor this B site. Bubsky isn't far away, but at least Big have that information when it comes to Bubsky. Nice shot here from Glaive, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. The bomb carrier dropped, and we'll see potential rotation from Big. They've got the time to do it. But also, they've been conditioning Astralis. They've been going for these... Big have been waiting for these push punishes when Astralis have tried to find themselves an advantage. Big have the map control. That may deter Astralis later on. Lurk smokes for peaks. We have an exchange of those. Tabson now looking to his right, deleted from the left, and HyperX is on the scoreboard now, falling back to allow time pressure for the bomb plant. We can see k1to creeping onto the site now. There's a flashbang for him as well, and a HE, and he's down to 53 health. Easy frag for HyperX, instant defuse. Seems to know something about where Searson is, and he has nothing else to contribute to this round. And finally, Astralis find their way onto the scoreboard on Vertigo.
Nicely done. But still a small victory here for Big Clan, just that bonus 800 across the board. It'll help stretch that bank out. Searson going to be able to drop for his teammates and get them fully equipped. Now that there's actually been that duel in mid, though. Curious to see how Astralis will make the adjustments. And actually, here it is. Magisk will be the one to take that AWP now that they showed it in Bubsky's hands over towards mid. Magisk going to be the one to get clever with it over towards A. So I still think that this actually really hurts Astralis, right? This is why I'm not totally on board with where Astralis are right now. This musical chairs kind of hot potato with the AWP. I think really you need somebody to just anchor that AWP role and get good at it. If you just keep passing it around all over the place, I feel like this is going to be awkward for the team. So let's see if it comes back to haunt Astralis or not. Big Clan. No doubts here as to who's got Big Green. It's looking like it's going to be a B hit here for Big in a moment. Minute 15 on the clock, and they are ready to go. Death ball.
Dupree taking risks, trying to hold things down here, but Xantares has the AK, which means executions on the B bomb site. Tabson is a trade and keep the space open for Big Clan. And we see what Astralis want to do with this one. Not sure if there's a lurker in mid, and we can see k1to is lurking downstairs for now. This Big looks to make it a 7-1 scoreline. Run boosts into the site, trying to avoid any AWP lines, and Magisk doesn't have one just yet. Oh, there's some HE damage. A third one going in as well. The airstrikes from Astralis continue to deliver. 3v3, there's a smoke for a potential bomb defuse, and Tizian is dropped now. Advantage Astralis, Searson and k1to remain, both behind the smoke and the Molotovs. Magisk posted up now, still dancing, no, and he'll deliver that kill onto k1to, leaving Searson 1 versus 3. Killed through the smoke, and Astralis have made it to 2.
What a beautiful retake from Astralis. Definitely thought that they were dead to rights, but having the HEs for the deny on the bomb site itself, the smokes, I mean, just great use of their utility to make that happen. Here I was kind of just excited to see Xantares just hold W and click heads. I mean, this is the way to use Xantares. He's so brutally accurate with that AK. Just open sights for you. But the retake was a thing of beauty. That was very nicely executed there by Astralis. More of those are going to be necessary here for the Danes, and I'm sure the Astralis fans out there want to see more of those as well. So that round is going to result in Big going for a half buy this round.
Yeah, it's broken their money somewhat, which is an opportunity for Astralis, at least in the short term. Get some momentum going. We've got 2 AWPs in this round, the Danish side. Again,
this is absolutely winnable for Big. the feeling that I'm getting right now. They are
Round or the
very
game?
good. The series. They're looking very good indeed. But Astralis, you know, like if they can show some fight here. But I'm impressed with Big's level.
Oh
Nice,
my god,
HG.
so fast as well. And what are they walking into? Albowski would love to tell them. Just changing his angle. There is a trade frag situation as well. Trying to drop the grenades, I got caught rotating. That is extremely awkward for Astralis. Not really what they were looking for at all. Now they're trying to overwhelm with the numbers, but Glaive has the better side of the choke point. Some help from Dupree as well, but Glaive will eventually be dropped as Tabson alone makes his way towards the B bomb site. Matches probably has the sound cues from CT spawn.
Yep, they realize wrong guess. It's not towards A, it's towards B. Bomb is planted now, and Dupree gonna be the first man here. Mega's setting up to help his teammate out with that flash over the top is perfect. Tabson, though, maintaining the element of surprise. Hits the first shot, looking for the second as well. He's gonna spot him, and he whiffs! Megas, however, does not. Hits the headshot, and Astralis winning a massive clutch.
An expensive one, but a successful one nonetheless. And that was a half buy from Big Clan. Bomb plant is a good bonus for them. So it's now an $8,300. But this was so awkward. They were flashed off at close range, pulling out the grenades to try and delay. Both deleted for free in the mid position. But despite that, still winning the round is pretty impressive, because that was a catastrophe for Astralis.
What a brutal turn of events there. So, that is absolutely brutal, but that is going to be the way it goes here. Big can feel good about themselves for still managing to get that bomb planted and making it exceedingly expensive for Astralis. So small wins. You're still ahead 6-3 right now on this T side. And now, well, you've got all the guns. So back over here towards the A ramp. We haven't seen a terrific amount of action over here this half, but these mollies and HEs really proving to be a bit frustrating. Big are getting dusted up, but I mean, again, that's one department that Astralis really haven't experienced a drop-off in, is utility damage. They're still so good at dealing damage with HEs and mollies. That's just not been a weakness for them at all, even with the roster change. And even in the times when they were struggling.
Nice response from Glaive, leaving Tizian alone now in a 1 versus 5. Momentum has been stopped abruptly for Big Clan, and they'll be heading into eco territory once again. You can see Glaive standing on the bomb, basically, just jiggling behind the box. Gibabyte has the other side. That is quite a response from Tizian, but there's so much more to do. 34 seconds, flanks on the way. Thank you and good night. Astralis make it to their 4th round. Now Big Clan are heading towards maximum loss bonus themselves. So we may see the odd pistol here, the odd piece of utility, as Astralis look to close in on a 5th round on their CT side. So again, some people put big numbers on this match, I believe. I put 250. I think Trey put 300.
I had 500 on Astralis for this one.
Are you worried yet?
Why would I be worried?
Because you might lose it.
What, losing predictions again?
Yeah.
No.
All right then.
I was in the lead. There's no way I'm losing this.
No, but I mean
the overall prediction battle.
Oh, you still want to come last. You don't care about
I don't care about
else.
the day-to-day. No.
I want to win. I want to win the whole thing.
Exactly. I'm more concerned with the overall standings.
Okay, we have an execute. This is quite significant from Big Clan, but Glaive, a flying Glaive, ready to put Keto to the floor. 5 versus 3 now as HyperX looks to hold down the side, but he's unable to do so. Not much that Searson could necessarily do there with the P250, and he will be the last one to fall as well. 4 alive for Astralis is great moving into the future rounds. And Big will be on the bye once again.
And it keeps steadily advancing. 4 rounds left. And well, we are going to get, some nice shots replayed here of Astralis just mopping up. But the important thing here is that Big just consistently are getting bomb plants, and so there's always pressure on Astralis. I mean, 3 defuses, 2 kills, but that's 5 rounds in a row for Astralis, and they desperately needed it. fully bought on both sides now. Dupree anchoring, and
boy.
it's not for long as Searson hits a wonderful, beautiful, extravagant, outrageous wallbang headshot on him.
That was satisfying to watch.
See, that's the word I was missing. You see, satisfying would have just summed it all up nicely.
No sound cues from that Molotov being deployed. Santares was close to it, but didn't touch it.
We are getting more A-ramp to play, though, here from Big. Perhaps sensing weakness, they want to try and push forward here. Only 2 players, although Glaive is rotating over. He won't be far away. Be ready to join in on the party in a moment here. Here's Searson, off angle across the ramp, and he catches him out. Nice shot on Magus. Good Searson, this is his round. Triple kill. Bubsky left to rotate in. Did Tapson spot him? I don't think he did. But, well, now they know. Good to know.
He's ready for the spray with the Krieg. Spurring me on to...
Are you gonna give it a shot? After watching Tapson play with the Krieg, are you gonna give it a shot?
No.
See?
I have a Pantera Onker AK, man. I love it. I want to use that. I'm having fun of it.
Fair enough.
Still feels nice and fresh.
Are there any good Krieg skins?
I like the Bulldozer, which is just a bright yellow one. The the one with the racing livery on it. I forget what it is.
Okay, okay. So there's a couple good options out there.
The racing skin is easily the best one. Easily. It's like a goat, the goat's Krieg skin at the moment. Very popular as well. I bought a souvenir, scratched all the stickers off, and then sold it for, I think, £450 on the Steam market. So
yeehaw.
Yeah. Quite ridiculous. Magis now trying to avoid this oh boy, ding and a dong from Zantares. And it gets even worse for Astralis on this A-bomb site. The floor has been, well, the whole place has been raised. Oh, that was nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty.
Listen, Zantares finally a little bit of laughter on his side, man. He's happy about that one. Not every day you get to just go for the repeated jiggles like that right through the edge. That is going to be so intensely frustrating for Megas. And that leaves Astralis in a dire situation now going into the remaining 2 rounds of this half. Big just going to survive this, no problem at all. Bubsky and Dupree have to save their guns. They're not going to be anywhere near this fight. And so Big Clan setting themselves up after that 5-round streak for Astralis. They're setting themselves up nicely here to end strong in the half. But keep in mind, neither of these teams appears to know how to play CT side. So I'm not writing Astralis off.
5 rounds could be enough. Oh boy.
That's crazy.
Imagine being on the receiving end of something like that.
That's just
I'd be
Zantares for
annoyed.
you.
I'd be angry.
It's just Zantares for you.
I'd be upset. UMP comes out for Glaive. And MP9 for ZipX. Do we expect more aggression from Astralis? Try and get an advantage early or something? We'll see. Seen his flash towards B a few times now. Dupree avoids that one. He was blinded earlier by something else. And indeed, we do see more aggression. Glaive going deep on the ramp for the close-range engagements and information, maybe the sound cues as well. That's a chunky boy on Taquito. See Dupree just looking for information, bit of dancing, bit of repositioning. That's a strong angle of the AWP, avoids the air raid Bubsky for the most part, and delivers himself a kill. 5 versus 4. Advantage Astralis for the time being. That Molotov doesn't land actually, which allows Bubsky to post up once again, and that could be very problematic for Big Clan.
They continue to press forward though, Big. Brave stuff here from Keto. Throwing himself into the fray, really trying to force a maximum amount of utility out of Astralis, and they have succeeded in that. Searson, though, still has a full set of nades. They don't need to commit to this bomb site just yet. And so you can see now on the minimap how the Astralis defense is kind of spreading back out around the map. That's a big kill from Glaive. Oh, that's it. Round is over. Well played.
That UMP coming in clutch.
That angle, just not expecting it. But yeah, for Astralis to be just that spread out across the map. So many angles to worry about as you walk around here. All these corners, these 50-50s.
Now, Big Clan have got the money to buy in the last round regardless. He may not want to give a second AWP up, but he should try and do some damage here. Could even throw it and try and use a pistol if you were concerned about it not getting into their hands. But with 12 seconds left, he isn't quite going to be finding what he's looking for, Searson. And the score becomes a little bit closer now.
Will not save the second op either. Doesn't trade out for the op. So that's interesting. They had the option, definitely. Could have gone for it, but they'll just let Bubsky play with the AWP, it seems. Unless he decides to trade with somebody else. Do we have a spawn or something like that? Doesn't look like it. So it looks like we're going to get more of the same here from Astralis, and Big Clan had enough to full buy on their side as well. So good on them. Molly into mid just to buy a little bit of time here, make life interesting for Keto. And there it is, Xantares, nicely done. Once again winning the duel over here at ramp. Glaive out of the picture already in the 15th round.
It's a great start for Big. Xantares still alive.
Ooh, Searson killing Dupree through the grate though. That's big.
Yeah, he's got some naughty frags in this half, and there's another one for him. Bubsky now has changed his angle.
What?
Zipex is going to catch them both swinging into the site. Some space created to look for a bomb plan, and again Bubsky is here. Down goes the bomb. Got another chance, and Zipex is entertaining, but he will find his third kill, Zipex, leaving Searson in the clutch now to run to his doom. Astralis recover after a lot of rounds for Big at the start. It will be 7-8 in favor of Big at half-time. We'll see who takes this series, and more RMR points after the break. Well then, who is going to take it is the question. Big Clan with 1 round lead as they move into the CT side. The pistol carnage will continue now. Glaive and Bubsky with a number of grenades. Glocks across the board for now. No Julies on the T side, or CT side for this particular round. Tabson and Tizian grenades as well. No defuse kit, however.
Do you feel like you see dualies on Vertigo very often for the CT side?
No. Not that I can recall anyway.
I feel like it's very nuke or inferno kind of tactic.
Yeah.
This is cool though. Smoke down and Xantares playing. Wow, Xantares really giving ground. Thought for sure that he would try and take this fight a little bit earlier. This is going to turn into a 5-on-5 retake now. This is going to be wild. Zipmix just getting dusted though. Perfect HEs right on top, making good use of that utility. Bubsky's got an HE of his own though. Oh, so much damage.
That's a pretty smart one. And the kills begin. Flashbang, smoke grenades, variants, and spam. It's all here. Bubsky behind the smoke. Bubsky again.
Come again?
What is going on? I don't think he knew anything about that second kill.
What was that second kill?
That's madness. That's Vertigo A. Smokes and spam.
Smokes and spam, but dude, he just freaking 180 one-tapped that guy and threw the smoke. Well, okay then. That that happens. And Astralis win a crucial round. Pistol round start. So these teams, both teams winning their T-side pistol, setting themselves up for success, for a strong start on their half. And so tabseN kind of hanging around here in mid, hoping to hear some footsteps. Not going to be the case just yet. dupreeh's already made his way out to B. Finally, he gets to be the aggressor. Dodging HEs. But there's the opening for Astralis. They are primed and ready to pounce onto this bomb site, and then they elect to just slow it down. Perhaps take advantage of Big Clan. So the idea here that you see, like, oh, why don't they just accelerate? And you can accelerate, but if everybody's rotating here from Big, then you're just accelerating into a stiff defense. Whereas if you were to slow it down, you force the defense to spread back out again, you play the clock, and in theory, you're running into a weaker defense. And so CSGO has been left behind, but again, they were a bit slow to run over here now, Astralis, and so there will still be 3 players, regardless. This is all over the place. Can Astralis get this bomb planted? I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous here, Bardolph.
Yeah, what happens once those smokes have gone? Well, that's the key frag. Bubsky eliminating Tizian on the side. Everybody else behind the wall of smoke. See what tabseN, Xantaros, and CSGO choose to do if they'll hold on here and look for more. They have a smoke grenade to deploy, but there's no defuse kit, and I can't imagine I just can't see a 10-second defuse in this round. Basically, on this bomb site, you can't see it happening. So I feel like they're just losing weapons at this point, and maybe, you know, there's no one correct decision in many scenarios in Counter-Strike. But I personally would have liked him, let's say, to try and save for the next round, use the scout on A ramp or something. Perhaps they would have been hunted with the SMG though. Who knows?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but this is going to be essentially a hard eco coming in now from Big. So we'll see where they decide to push. They've got an HE picked up, so you can try and play around with that. See if they can find a good angle to use it at. tabseN has got it over towards the A ramp right now. And it's going to get yeeted down there into, never mind, it's going to die in his hands as he tries to push forward with it. And in the meantime, a lot of action going down over here on B. Not going to make it. A Galil has been lost, although a second Galil, Bubsky, kind of coming over here. Oh no, AK, definitely do not go over there, Bubsky. Get the MAC-10, let Glaive with the MAC-10 go in. There you go, that's how it's done. Naturally, the Galil falls off the side of the map. Get wrecked.
Yeah, imagine those don't come back like the bomb does.
Yep. That is an unfortunate turn of events. And so now CSGO is alone, and oh wait, it didn't drop off the side of the map. I could have swore I saw it drop off the side. Did it drop below somehow and land there? That's so lucky. Woo!
Alrighty.
All right, CSGO.
I don't think he escaped it.
No.
Aim punch.
No luck. But Astralis picking up 10 rounds. That is big. Double digits now for Astralis on their T side, and this is going to be the big buy round coming in here for Big. So AWP in the hands of CSGO. We get the AUG as well and Keto, and they are fully equipped now with the grenades and everything that they need to get the job done here. So this is now their big opportunity here. 4 towards A initially to set things up. CSGO going to take a peek. Nice swing. Drops Zipnik's in his tracks.
That is quite the flick. An edge for Big Clan in round number 19.
What can you do about Keto back here? CSGO is close by, ready to help.
Molotovs have to be precise. All right, well, Tizian's here for help, and they're winning all the duels, Big Clan. 5 versus 2. soon as they get a kill, Magis, he gets traded, leaving Bubsky alone with much to do. That's a good start, but a bad finish. Consistent will trade immediately, and the gap is closed to 1 round. Big Clan get one early in the second half. You can see the comparison from the first. Took Astralis quite a while to find anything on their CT side.
Well, excuse me. This is it. Big managing to do quite a bit of work there, and that aggression from Searson is going to keep Astralis honest. Over on A ramp now, the rest of them could be gathering up here for a little bit of a peek, and again, there's the swing, and looking for the repeat, he nearly gets it as well. Very close. And now we're going to get into that game of spam through smoke, try and train people to condition people to stand in certain places so that you can then spam them there instead. And that's just the meta of Vertigo right now.
Yeah, so much junk being thrown by either side to try and hold position, but eventually the CTs will have to fall back on this occasion. Oh man, instant deletion. Glaive and the UMP once again starting to become notorious in this map.
IGL v IGL.
Searson tags, but still alive with the AWP, playing further back now. I think we'll have to try and find something to come back into this round, 4 versus 5, and it may be aggression towards the ramp as we can see. Some swings now. Still have the AWP in the hole, so this was a high variant scenario for Big. They've got nothing to show for it just yet. There's one molly for Bubsky, deployed in the right direction, being really patient, and so is Antares. 27 HP, holds his spot.
Bold.
25 seconds on the clock as well, so Astralis have a decision to make. They know Antares is by the mortar. Now, if there is a player who threw a smoke for him, that means that Astralis are 5 versus 1 on the B bomb site, subject to rotation, of course. Dupree in position as well. 8 seconds, they've really got to make sure they hold this one. Zipex creeping in. There is no chance for error here, and indeed, all of Bigger towards the A bomb sites at this point, and I think this will have to be a save for them.
Indeed. Just hold on to the guns for the next round, Big. It's actually kind of the gamble that Big have gone for. Had Astralis forced the issue, then Big are fine. But the fact that Astralis went B now means that the Big are going to be in a position to try and save these guns. We'll see if Astralis let this happen or not. Astralis don't have a whole lot of cash to work with themselves. And just ineffective, the flash there from Glaive. And how much more do you want to throw into this right now if you're Astralis? Dupree has got a Galil. Bobsky catching Searson removes the AWP from the picture, but there's Keto and Zantares making this very expensive for Astralis. It's too much. It's too costly. They'll hold on to their guns. And Zip has just enough for the full, so Magus and Glaive can get dropped by Bubsky and Dupree, and it's not the end of days totally for Astralis, but that was definitely a near-run thing.
Nice flick from Searson. But only the 1 round to show for this half Big Clan, with Astralis 2 in the lead. There may be some urgency in that regard. See the MP9 and the FAMAS come out for Big now. Starting to have problems with their own economy. Good full buy from Astralis here, considering how many players they lost. Searson with a nice angle. There'll be a flashbang for him though. That peak just before it goes off will not pay off for Dupree. You can see that the AWP gets rotated away instantly. Just the 1 AWP in this round for Big. So they want to keep taking Astralis by surprise.
Bubsky lining up his smoke as well. Get that in play. Molly over the top as well. Very nicely done, and that is a dead Zipnix, and just a dead everybody. Bubsky, just like that, the last man standing for Astralis. Big Clan ready and waiting for that strategy. Astralis just get completely mowed down. So now that really puts Astralis in a bind because of how expensive it was to hunt down guns in the round previous to this one. They have no money to play with. Should be a round of eco coming up here for Astralis. Question of whether or not they can actually get a bomb plant here in this situation. It's going to be a tricky one. Oh, wow, never mind. All right, we're in the force buy. AK, Kevlar on Glaive. Meg is the only one with grenades. Didn't have any faith in the bomb plant, did they? Well, we'll see. Xantares enjoying himself. Just a little bit of target practice.
Yeah, and this is where those kills pay off when they were hunting and a bunch of them died.
Yep.
It takes a buy away, essentially, where they've got to offer this stuff, and that can allow Big into the game in this final map of the series. May have rolled out the red carpet for them to head towards that 16th round. But for now, it's the 11th one. The score will be tied. But it's Astralis heading towards eco territory now. Very big opportunity for the German side to build some momentum and close in on those final 5 rounds. Nice 1-2 from Xantares.
Yeah, super clean. They know what's up. They've got the read. And this is now the hard eco coming up from Astralis, so it may just be more of the same. A ramp rush, okay, I like it. Go towards the op and see if you can run them down quickly. Nice run boost. And Searson gonna be able to get out of harm's way. Yeah, oh no way he hits that shot. Beautiful work. And well, that's unfortunate for Astralis. Not a single kill picked up for them.
That round takes Searson beyond Bubsky's 17 kills, puts Searson on 19. Bubsky top fragging for Astralis, as has become very common. I guess we can call it the norm.
How did they get a TeamSpeak crash? I don't think I've ever had TeamSpeak crash on me. Have you had TeamSpeak crash on you before?
A few times.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some just on rare occasion. I have more problems with Discord, to be honest.
Interesting. I don't really use Discord though, so I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's good. We're good to go. Just a brief little hiccup there, and we're going to be back in the action. And so there, no round, no bomb plant, and so decent enough here for Astralis. AKs, couple of nades. Never mind. We are once again paused.
Yeah. So some hubs on Faceit, like Mythic League, for example, have automation with Discord where it moves you into a channel with the people you're playing with and so on. But there's more latency on Discord than there is on TeamSpeak. So where I have the choice for gaming, I would much rather use TeamSpeak because the communication is faster. Yeah.
Discord's just too big now.
It's pretty cool what you can do though with it in terms of automation and so on. Moving people into channels when they've created a team together and stuff. It's quite novel.
There's a lot that you can do with Discord. It's pretty neat for sure.
Yeah, we're back into the game once again. 5 AKs out for Astralis, and we've got some aggressive plays towards B. I thought Dupree would be a goner here, but he has an opportunity. Keto creeping around the smoke. Surely he sees him here. He does, and will he be traded? There's no response from Tizian, not wanting to concede his position. An early 5 versus 4 for Astralis as they look to tie the score once again. There's good money for Big Clan as well. We can see Searson's got more than $10,000. So it's advantage Astralis for this round, but Big have the strong position to lose here.
That's dangerous still. But yeah, Xantares and Tabson, who have rotated onto the A side. Tabson still locking this down. And Xantares, I mean, between the two of them, they can still do quite a bit of damage here to Astralis. So a fresh smoke goes down here from Big, trying to create a little bit more room to work with. Still a couple of nades. They still need... Magus has to be careful with that one smoke that he has. You know, as you pointed out, having a smoke for that bomb plant is essential here for the A site. Oh, this HE.
Oh, hello. Boy.
That's a spicy apple.
So we've got a double short play, although Xantares is moving forward. Tabson peeking over the smoke. Plenty sound QCS in his here as well. 4v4 for a very brief second. Xantares will tie the numbers up once more. Bubsky on the flank now. Xantares falls back to the wooden box. He needs some help here. Xantares not going to find it in time though. And Zipex is forcing Big back even further. Chance to plant a bomb now. They better be fast because there's 8 seconds on the clock. A side plant attempted and Searson may have just won the round. I think he has. No one even close enough to that bomb, and Searson still going for the kills. And this is a really crucial situation now. Ruining the timing for Astralis. No smoke to plant the bomb. Searson pops out to be the nightmare. And now Big Clan are just 3 rounds away.
Looking better and better. I take it back. Turns out they do know how to play season time. They are definitely, I mean, that is Searson's round, really. The fact that he ends up planting out in the open like that really makes you wonder what was going on for Astralis. Pressure situation, running out of time, you just had to stick it, and unfortunately, Searson was there to ruin the day. And so trying to play off of Dupree with that AK, Keto and Tijin setting up. Nice HE. Softening Dupree up. He is now vulnerable. Oh, so clean. He is still so scary, and yet here we go. Keto going in for big plays. 2 kills for him. Brings it back to a 3-on-3, and Tapson is already on that bomb site.
Yeah, the question is, was it an overextension to swing and die afterwards? Perhaps we will find out with time. But I think the area has been cleaned for now, to some degree, by Tapson, which allows his team to focus elsewhere. There's a minute on the clock for Astralis. Big have taken the rifles away. That the AK on Dupree has not been rescued. So 3 Desert Eagles for the remainder of the squad. The sound cues and that run boost were heard from Big Clan, and they will focus more on its A bomb sites. Limited utility for Astralis as well. Just a smoke grenade with which to plant that bomb. It's being deployed now. We'll see if Tapson focuses on A as well. I haven't seen a bomb just yet. Oh man, that HE is going to be brutal.
Pain is what that is.
See Xantares waiting for the bomb plant attempt to deploy the incendiaries. There's fire all over the shop, and Zipex will not survive. They have planted a bomb, however, but now the question is, can they do better than that? Bubsky and Magisk in the clutch, just pistols versus 3 rifles, and it's Bubsky versus the world now. Don't fancy his chances. He'll be denied by Xantares with 2 kills late on in that round, and big move to 14.
One more ultra valuable round, but again, good money now for Astralis. They've been having success at finding kills over towards B. So I'm curious to see if Dupree just continues to hit over there, or if they're actually going to group up and hit the other side of the map now. Challenge Xantares on A. This is Xantares' turf, though. He has really established dominance over here. So now it's a question of whether or not Astralis feel that, or if they can actually make a mid play happen. They really haven't been using mid much. See if they can actually try and create a little bit of room over here. But no, Bubsky's just going to be kind of holding passively. A little bit of a flash. That's annoying for Searson, for sure. A little heart attack. Not sure if he was going to get peeked or not.
Oh, the timing's so good.
Oh. Now Searson's got the advantage, and Bubsky gives it up. Interesting. So mid completely taken away from Astralis here.
Oh, Dupree makes no assumptions. Quietly collecting the bomb. It feels like time is running out for Astralis in this series. Smokes are up once again. Incendiary deployed, but a little too early perhaps. But there's a HE where that came from. Pop flash to Tapson to have a look. Doesn't see much of anything. And Astralis will continue to creep. 4 players towards this A bomb site for Astralis, and 4 players are either here or not far behind for Big. But again, it will be a utility battle. Big trying to get ahead of that. Still seeing nothing as Tapson, as Astralis are present on the ramp. 36 seconds now. Got that molly once again. Searson caught completely exposed. No weapon out. Nothing to show for that situation. Creeping towards the bomb site now. We've got 2 on the short position, and the bomb's been dropped. Time becomes so crucial now for Astralis. For 3 versus 3, Magisk traded. No one's near the bomb, and Keto keep them even further away from the bomb, from the round, and maybe from the series. Match point for Big.
100 points difference here for the RMR. And these are crucial going into the qualifier for the major at the end of the year. You're only going to get a couple of these events, only a couple of opportunities to earn points, and so every point matters. You may ask yourself why we're playing out a 5th, 6th match, but that's why. More points on the 5th than on 6th, and so it's that simple. Here we go, though. Real struggle for Astralis, and continue to think that, again, this hot potato situation with the op is really costing them. Not having clear roles, just constantly flipping things around. Team is just not comfortable in the same way that Big is comfortable right now. Xantares again. Xantares is just shutting him down.
Well, this one is starting to look somewhat over. Glaive and Zipex in a 2 versus 4. Very light utility. They've got 1 minute 15, and Searson has a very strong angle. Not sure if they can deal with it, really. They've got no Molotov to force Big Clan from any position on the B-bomb site. But Big will have something. Oh, Glaive down to 24 HP. Just goes from bad to worse. Tizian is here for a fast rotation if required, keeping an eye on mid in the meantime. There's a smoke towards CT. Try and isolate some fights now. Looks like Tizian will commit to the B-bomb side ahead of these smokes to help. Flashbang behind Searson. 38 seconds on the clock, and it's Searson versus Zipex on the bomb site now. He has a chance, Zipex. A creep through the smoke, running out of bullets, so he's got 2 bullets. Needs a taps, but he can't find them either side of the ears. And right between the ears from Tabson for Big to take the final map of the series.
A must-win here for Big, I think. This is huge for the team's spirits. They've been just on this up and down journey recently, really struggling to find results in this online era. Teams were getting confident and wondering, were they getting figured out?